Hi, it's Cheryl Kagan, very proud to be the senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville. First off, let me just say I hope you are staying safe and warm because apparently the weather's going to be awful again this weekend. So good luck with that. It is Black History Month, at a time when we must remember the past and safeguard the present. Our black and brown neighbors are just being treated so brutally, but so are white folks, by ICE. I am glad that Congress is stepping up and speaking out on the mandatory need for reducing the number of ICE agents or eliminating ICE agents in Minnesota, in Maryland, and elsewhere. Wanted to do a quick report. One of my very top priorities as part of my 911 work has been to create a statewide 311 system using artificial intelligence as a way of lightening the load on our 911 centers. The hearing was right here yesterday in my committee. It went very, very well. We had wonderful testimony from experts, and the committee received it very approvingly. So fingers crossed that that will move forward and Maryland can be the very first state in the country with a statewide 311 for non-emergency calls to state government and federal. Yesterday also, the first 3 of my bills were approved in the full Senate and are all in the House now, which is exciting. Special elections, simplified ballot language, and updating our law books to change 142 references to church and change that to faith institution, and take out the gendered language from clergymen to members of the clergy. So should be obvious. It passed the Senate last year, died in the House, so hopefully with an early start, all 3 of those, which all passed the Senate virtually unanimously or unanimously in the past, hopefully they'll all move in the House. Next week, one of my most important bills, SB 4, Senate Bill number 4. It is a Kagan-Ferguson bill. President Ferguson is my co-sponsor because it is vitally important to the nonprofit sector that they are protected from being pulled into partisan politics. The Trump administration is trying to jettison the Johnson Amendment. No, not Speaker Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson. It is a measure that has been in effect for 72 years, and they want to strip it out and require or allow nonprofits to get into partisan politics. It's a very dangerous idea. Nonprofits don't want it. We don't want it. So we're going to put, the bill would put firewalls around Maryland so that if there's a court ruling or an executive order or anything that would change the Johnson Amendment, it would not apply in Maryland. The last thing I just want to mention is redistricting. Many of you have been kind enough to reach out to my office. I appreciate that. I love hearing from my constituents and from Democratic activists. Let me be clear, and I've talked about this before. I want to have checks and balances against the dangerous policies of the Trump administration. I want us to win back the House and the Senate on Capitol Hill, if that's possible. The challenge is that Maryland cannot be part of that equation. So I oppose moving forward in the Senate with the redistricting plan that the House just passed. I know that my friend the governor has been dogged on this and very outspoken on national TV, but the challenge is that our 8-member House delegation, congressional delegation, right now is 7 Democrats and 1 Republican. If we draw a new map that would give us a hope of winning all 8 seats for the Democrats and help us get control nationally, the problem is it is fairly likely to be thrown out in the courts, and that will do so many bad things, including having the judges draw the lines, which could lead us to becoming 6-2 or even 5-3. It is risky, and I want to be focused in our 90-day session on the budget, education, healthcare, transportation, 911, nonprofits, civil rights. So many issues are before us, and any time that we spend debating congressional boundary lines is time that we are not going to have to do all of this important policy work. So while I want the majority back, I'm looking to a lot of other states to do that. And frankly, without a mid-decade redistricting, we are winning, Democrats are winning Republican seats and purple seats because people are fed up with the Trump administration and they want change. So here's hoping that all of that is going to happen. It's an election year. I hope you are going to be really focused on who's running and the candidates and their records wherever you live. And with that, I hope you'll check me out on social media, including my podcast, Kibitzing with Kagan. Please subscribe. They're really interesting, brief conversations with people I find fascinating. They're available on YouTube, on Apple Podcast, and on Spotify. Thanks for watching this one. Feel free to share it. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.